Hello, everyone. Oh boy, the microphone was not set properly. That was a disaster. Anyways, hello. My name is MJ Vilches, and welcome to part 3 of the Underlying Chronicles Art Challenge. Way, that's how you start a stream in a janky way. Anyways, I'm currently working on book 2 of the Underlying Chronicles Art Challenge, and working on this month's entry for the challenge, which is a scene from chapters 1 to 2. And I've picked the scene from chapter 1 of book 2, Gregor and the Prophecy of Bane by Suzanne Collins. So yeah, there's gonna be a ton of spoilers in this stream from the book, so if you haven't read the Underlying Chronicles yet, just give it a read. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started. So yeah, I decided the previous parts I streamed it on a different time, so yeah, some of the guys who watched on the previous part live is probably not gonna be able to watch this now. But anyways, I think that doesn't matter because I will be posting this video anyways as an actual video. And excuse me. Oh boy, sorry about that. Anyways, yeah. In the previous parts, I wasn't sure how I'm gonna do this artwork. If I'm gonna be doing a 3D render or a 2D one, and for this part, I'm gonna make it final. I'm going to be doing a 2D artwork, kind of like anime-ish style kind of thing. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do it. And yeah, for this part, I will be putting some fills for the subject here, and then I'm probably not gonna show the creation process of the background. We'll see how things go. This is filling up this guys right here is probably gonna be so easy, so probably won't. We're probably gonna have time to do the background as well in this stream. We'll see. And yeah, welcome Mbuddy. Welcome to the stream. Finally, you can watch it because you can't you can't watch the previous ones that are scheduled at a later time today. It was gonna be this stream was gonna be streamed the usual time, but when I stream it on like a very late at night on my end, and my brain's kind of tired around that time, and maybe that contributed to me not being able to decide how to do the artwork. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to the previous last year's schedule of streams because it's easier to do it. There's not much people at home, and yeah, it's in the morning. My brain's still fresh still fresh. I can still think about stuff clearly, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, let's start doing some fills for this one. So yeah, what I did, something I actually redid this from last time, because last time I used like that blend file where the 3D models are in it, but also from that part I rendered a reference. And what I did is I actually made a new blend file and placed the reference as a background image for the camera, and then use that as a reference to draw the line. So that's what I did, so that I won't get the issues that I had on the previous part where I cannot draw the lines. I can't draw the strokes smaller because I'm already so zoomed in that Blender, it's just it's actually a bad thing on. I mean, I'm the one who made a mistake on that one because I zoomed in the camera too much. That's why just 1 pixel is it's like the maximum or the minimum thing that I can. If you watch previous part, you'll understand, I guess. But yeah, let's do it. Let's fill some stuff up, or let's fill the the inks here, the lines. And the first thing I'm gonna fill up is I think I'm gonna go with the ones at the background first, like the background stuff, which well, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do some trick here. I'm gonna add a new layer below. Actually, in these layers, we're gonna start at the lowest layer here. So we're gonna add a new layer here down the Gregor hand BG line, and we're gonna add fill Gregor hand fill BG. And I added like a dash before so that I'll know which ones are the lines and which ones are the fills, which I usually do on any 2D grease pencil workflow or anything. So yeah, the Gregor hand background line should be the fingers back there and part of the arm here. But I think I'm gonna focus more on filling up like this part right here. So yeah, let's do that. And to fill up Gregor's skin here, I'm gonna make a new material, rename this to Gregor skin and change it to a fill surface. And then I'm just gonna pick like a brownish color, light brown color. Because in my own adaptations of Gregor the Overlander, Gregor is a Filipino like me. That's what he's a film American. And his dad is a Filipino, a Phil-Am, and his mom is a Black American. And yeah, that's my own, my own adaptation of Gregor is, so that's her, and that's his, race. Because in the books, it's not really indicated what race Gregor is in, but it's more likely that he's a Black American. But yeah, it wasn't really like specified, and I think that's great because the fans can like come up with their own like images of Gregor, and it's fun to see some different, like many different versions of Gregor throughout the fan artworks that you can find on the internet, which not really that many. And hopefully the Underland Chronicles art challenge will change that if many people are gonna participate. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna go with this kind of skin color, but I can always change that later. So I'm gonna go select this subject grease pencil, and I'm gonna set this to draw mode, and I'm gonna go fill. And I'm gonna fill finger right here, and I'm probably going to close. I'm gonna go something like this right here. I can do that, and you just fill up this part right here and right there. Same goes here. All of the finger parts. Oopsie. See, it looks like there's some spill there, but that's actually from the reference image. So I'm just gonna go fill. Oop, not that one. It needs to be shift. There we go. Fill up right here. This one, and then this whole part right here, which I can just actually do something like this for it. So I'm using a tablet to do this, and I've already grown accustomed to using it. So, or maybe it's just because my hands are still not used for something else today. That's why I was able to like draw that part smoothly there. Anyways, yeah, keep going here, and I think that's all for the back part of the hand. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's all for the back part. Next, I'm gonna go to the layers again. I'm gonna add a layer below jar BG line here, and then this jar BG fill. And gonna keep going. Or, Mbuddy, this fandom needs you to draw more flyers, eh? Finish that Athena drawing. that have been a work in progress for forever. Finish it. Finish it. Finish it now. Yeah. Flyers are. I'm kind of wondering what's the most drawn fans. I mean, what do the fans draw more on, like, in the series? Gotta wonder. Also, I actually want to try out question and answer while live streaming, so I'm just gonna grab the questions that Mikl asked, that I asked my some of my supporters and some of the my collaborators and followers of the Underland project for questions that I can't answer in the live stream. I'm going to try out doing that. Just gonna go do a random thing. I'm gonna do it on the other screen because the random picker generator has lots of ads on it. I'm not sure if it's safe to show it on a live stream. But yeah, I'm just gonna go and go back here in my Discord server, which you can join in, by the way, World to Awesomeness. The link should be in the description below. And yeah, I asked some of the guys from the VIP lounge here if they can ask me questions that I can answer in the live stream, and Mikl gave me a whole lot of questions, and let's try answering like maybe 3 of these questions on the stream. Let's see. Oh, I already pasted it here, so I'm just gonna do like a random picker on the other screen here. And the question that was picked is, who is your favorite TUC character? Who is my favorite The Underland Chronicles character? My favorite The Underland Chronicles character actually is this guy. I mean, not really this guy, but you know, one of the cockroaches, which is Temp. Temp is one of my favorites, and Rip Red, of course. So yeah, if I have to weigh between both of them, it would be Temp. I mean, Rip Red. I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult to pick from both of those guys. But yeah, it would be Temp or Rip Red. So, yeah. No. You're not allowed to play Apex Legends today. Or, yeah, it's already nighttime for you because you wake up so late and sleep so late. Which is not good. That's why you keep missing the other live stream schedule. But yeah, I'm actually planning to live stream also around that time, but more for Filipino viewers or viewers that cannot make it on this schedule. I might schedule a live stream on that time as well. I'm working on something different. But yeah, I'm gonna continue filling the jar here. I'm gonna fill the jar. And to fill the jar, I'm going to have to turn off the hands here, the hands line, so I can properly fill it up. I'm gonna go jar, BG fill. What I'm gonna follow for the background fill is like the back part of the jar here. Like you can see this, like there's like a line here. That's what I'm gonna follow. I mean, that's what I'm gonna be filling up, that part right there. So I'm gonna go add a new layer, add new layer. I think I'm only gonna be using one material for the jar. I'm gonna set it to like a grayish color, that maybe leaning into like a green. Let's see how that looks. And I'm also going to reduce the alpha of this to 0.25. And let's see how that will look. So I'm gonna start at the bottom here. I'm gonna go just draw the fill like so. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. I'm gonna reduce the opacity of our reference. Or opacity. I'm gonna reduce the opacity so we can see our fill. Maybe about 0.05. Bad idea. I actually cannot reduce it that much because I still need it for reference. Okay, that will work. Now I can go back here, draw Make sure we're still selecting the right layer. I need to lock some of the layers here because I'm gonna do something like that. Bad idea. I'm just gonna quickly draw something like this. Gonna have to do it slowly. Oh, it's probably a bad idea to mess with the opacity of the material. So I'm gonna go back, change this to like full alpha, and for the opacity I'm just gonna go and like manipulate the opacity here in the layers of the grease pencil instead. So that when I'm gonna try reducing the opacity. Yes, if I reduce the opacity here, even though I'm doing something like this, overlapping fill layers, it wouldn't look like it's overlapping. So something like that. I'm probably going to have to do something here. I'm gonna add a new grease pencil layer, and this is just a temp layer so that I can add like a lines that I'd be able can add lines so that I can easily fill this up. So I'm just gonna go add a curved line right here. Enter that. I'm going to have to go do something like this. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Maybe I can grab this back like that. And then draw, get a curve line here and do something like this. Enter that, and I think I can also do something like this here. I might have to redo the fill. And I'm gonna do something like that. And I'm gonna select everything except for the fill. I'm gonna lock jar B fill. Let me lock this for a while and delete that. So we're gonna redo that and go back to our temporary line here. This is gonna be removed later. I'm gonna go back there, tab. I'm gonna shift D this SX -1 just to mirror it and put it on the other side so we don't have to do the whole thing over again. Because this is a symmetrical object, so you can just do something like that, like a mirror modifier, but not really, because we don't really need a mirror modifier for this one. I might have to go for like a curved line here. So just something like that. I'm going to turn off the jar FG line. And I'm going to close more of the gaps here. Is the jar BG line opacity? Yeah, I reduced the opacity of jar BG line. And go back here. And I think this is good to go. I can just go back to jar BG. Or background, fill, grab our jar material again, and I can just do this, and that would fill up all of the background parts right there. I can then turn this off the GP layer, and there we go. That looks nice. Now I can turn this back on and turn off. I guess I will rename this temp jar BG line. Something like that. And then I'm gonna turn the BG off on the viewport for a while, and the jar BG line, and also the Roach line, because I'm gonna be filling this jar FG line, so I'm gonna add another layer here, jar FG line. Oh no, not line. Just jar FG fill, and you can just do something like this, and that, and that, and that. And I can reduce the opacity, probably about 0.1. I'm gonna turn on jar BG line and jar FBG. For this is gonna be annoying, so I'm going to have to delete this. Let's unlock it first. Delete it. Don't need it anymore. And I can reduce the opacity more of the inside here. We're gonna be playing with the opacity of that more later. So for now, we have our jar BG line, everything else. Now let's go and fill the roach. This is just like a normal cockroach, because in the Underland Chronicles, cockroaches are like big, but apparently they can communicate with the roaches, like the overlander roaches that are smaller. And they asked the roaches to keep an eye on Gregor and Boots. That's why this crawler is inside Gregor's room, which Gregor trapped in a jar. So for the roach, I'm gonna disable the jar stuff, and leave the fill. I'm gonna add a new material, name this Roach. Make this fill, and let's go for like a color that I'm not even going to open the open my color palette for the roaches, because I'm just gonna get like something reddish, something like this, because this is like a different style. So yeah, I'm gonna just go fill up. Make sure we are still in the right layer though. So I'm just gonna go fill this guys up right here. Make sure that the gaps are, the ones that are not included in the filler. There's no empty filled parts right here. Just like that one. And then the antennas, and I keep doing that. So yeah, after this one, I'm gonna be resuming the underlying project episode 1, resuming the render. I have been keeping it. It's been it's been frozen since I've worked on Doodlelog 005. Just something that I wanna avoid doing for Doodlelog 006. And the other Journey to Awesomeness shorts that I plan to do before I release the episode. So yeah, I'm gonna make the next episodes of Doodlelogs or Journey to Awesomeness less demanding compared to Doodlelog 005, because Doodlelog 005 has lots of like shots on it. They're not even simple shots, like complicated shots with like visual effects and stuff. What made it longer to make was the rendering part, because it took a while to render some of the lightsaber stuff. Yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about and wanna check it out, just go to my main channel, Doodle Notes Productions, where I share the progress of my journey in creating the Underland project. Short films. And right now I'm working on like the first episode of the project, which I think the only episode, but I really am going to try to make that fight scene episode 5. I might have to go to Roach line here and add more lines, because this needs to like what's happening here? Oh yeah, it's locked. So I'm just gonna do something like this and continue like this line right here, this curve of the wing here. Something like that. And the other one like this. So to have that, I'm gonna select both of these lines here. I'm gonna Alt S. Slightly matching the line there. I'll probably also have to make the other wing here. And something like this. And select those lines and make it thinner. So yeah, I think it's time to answer another question from Mikl. Thanks for the questions, by the way, Mikl Pickle. So questions are, I'm not really sure if it's fine to show this. There are ads on it, but oh well. Questions are this guys right here, and I already answered this one. Who is your favorite TUC character? So I'm going to have to delete that right here, and then pick a random item again. Let's see what we'll end up answering. So if you have to change the topic of your YouTube channel, what would you change it to? So yeah, I have 2 YouTube channels. This one, which where I show the creation process of the films and animations that I end up showing on the other channel, which is the main channel, where I show the films and animations, the final products of what I make here. So yeah, if I have to change the topic of one of those channels, like for example, if this channel will change, I'm probably gonna change it into like a gaming channel, because I really enjoy gaming. And yeah, I will definitely change. I will, if I'm gonna be doing a different kind of channel, it would be a gaming channel. But that will only be possible if I actually have a nice computer, because I only have this laptop right now. And maybe actually in the future I might actually make a gaming channel or or stream games. But since my laptop can't really handle, you know, playing a game and then streaming it, I think it can handle Discord stuff. I'm not sure about Twitch, but only like a few games, only games that are, you know, light. And I don't really want to start like a gaming channel where the stream is going to lag because the laptop can't handle it. Can't handle doing the stream and running the game at the same time. Yeah, if I have to change my channel, it would be a gaming channel. Playing some first-person games, because I'm not really great with other... Well, I am some first-person and third-person games. And yeah, I play some Battle Royale as well, Apex Legends. I played with Mbuddy once. Haven't played since. I'm not sure when we can play again, Mbuddy. Because we've been playing Valorant a lot. And Paladins. I mean, not really Paladins. I just recently tried Paladins again. I'm not sure if some of my internet friends are going to play that game. But they probably will. And yeah, the games that I played most, like with my friends, are like I played Monster Hunter, but had to stop playing it because I'm really lagging in Celiana and on the map there, the second island on Iceborne. So I had to uninstall it and wait for me to be able to buy a PC, be able to play it again. Because if I do manage to build a new PC, I will play those games again. I also played The Witcher. I'll probably play The Witcher 3 again once I get a new PC. Yeah, would be nice to also make a gaming channel, which I might do in the future. But I would still be doing this thing because I really like making artworks and like creating stories or bringing stories to life through filmmaking. So yeah, we're done with the Roach fill. Let's see. I'm going to go turn on, not lock, but turn on a bunch of the layers here. And how much time have we gone through yet? 30 minutes. I think we still have some time.
Now I'm gonna go right here and I'm going to fill Gregor's like FG hand here, foreground hand. So we're gonna go Gregor, hand FG fill. Save that, and I'm going to go get the skin material, the Gregor's skin, and start doing some fills for Gregor's hands here. And in order to fill this up properly, I need to turn off FG line here. Yeah, and I'm gonna turn off all of the jar layers, and I'm going to fill this. Let's start with a nail because it's closed. And I think what I can do here is, yeah, I guess I'll do something like this first, so that the hand is like there's no gaps, and I can just go like that, and it would fill up. And I can do something like this. And I need to go back to Gregor hand fill BG so I can close the gaps right here. And right here as well. So there we go. Gregor's hand's already filled up. If I turn on the jar layers now, this will look nice. There we go. Now looks like there's a fill here that wasn't exactly filled properly because the line is overlapping. There we go. And this part as well. And I might have to, I will have to like move this back, like move it upwards like this. And then I'm gonna go back to Gregor hand fill BG. And yes, sorry for not able to read your chats right away, Mbuddy. But yeah, maybe when we play Apex again, we'll get a win again. Wait, yeah, we managed to win once, right? Yeah, I remember us winning once in Apex. But yeah, nice fill right there, and it's working nice for our hands as well. The Roach. And I think the next thing I'm gonna do is the background stuff. So the background will have a different grease pencil objects. I'm gonna shift A. Wait, I need to see where the 3D cursor is. Yeah, I guess the 3D cursor can stay on the world origin as well. Apex doesn't exactly run that well on my laptop, Mbuddy. It still lags. I mean, I still need to set it to the the lowest resolution and the lowest graphical settings to be able to actually play it. And yeah, I'm using my GPU to run it, which is this NVIDIA, not a very great NVIDIA GPU with a 2 GB video RAM or VRAM. And yeah, I had to like set it. Already added a grease pencil. I had to set it in a pretty low graphics settings, so I can't really see like enemies from a distance because of that. Which, you know, affects the gameplay a bit. And anyways, yeah. Keep going here. I'm gonna add a material here. Let's add solid stroke first. I'm gonna add some lines for the background here. I'm gonna start with the table one, which I'm just gonna use a square, a rectangle tool right here just to easily make like this a windowsill. This is a windowsill, right? do something like that, and I'm gonna add another on top right here. Now we have lines for the windowsill. So let's go window. I'm just gonna call this windowsill line. Then I'm gonna create a new layer on top of the windowsill line and call this window line. Window. I guess window frame. I'm gonna go with window frame. Or yeah, window first. Window line. I'm just gonna use a line tool for this. Just, you know, drag some lines here. I think the line is so small. Might have to tell you what, let's close this so I can easily fill this up later. Oh no. Welp. I can't really zoom in while doing this, which is kind of a bummer. But that's fine. Maybe it will be added in the future. Be able to zoom in while doing the lines. Blender devs have been working on a lot of like updates for Blender. It's really awesome. And right now I think they're focusing more on, I'm not sure actually. I'm not really in a place to tell you guys what they're focusing more, because I haven't been updating myself on some Blender developing stuff. So just gonna grab this, bring that up there, and add more. I'm gonna close this so that we can easily fill this later. And I'm gonna keep going with, I think the line for the background is good enough. I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna be using a textured fill for the for the window as well. So I want this to be just one line, so I don't have to like layer different lines there. And just gotta make sure that this apparently, despite how small that is, I'm able to like put it right on where I want to put it. Put the line right on the edge there, like at the corner of these two lines. But this one I failed. So we can always just go to edit mode, which is what's great about drawing lines here in Blender, or drawing in general, with this grease pencil tool in Blender. So I guess I'm just gonna make all of this as the window layer. All of the background here. Shift to like make that like a really straight line. I'm gonna keep going here. Going down right there. And there we go. I can then add even more lines here. So just line right there up to this like bottom part right here. Enter that. And the other line going across right there. It looks like, yeah, I need to bring this back. And just get this line and bring it up there. And so on and so forth. Same goes here. Probably should turn off the reference, but then it wouldn't matter because the reference, I mean, turn off like some of the lines here, but doesn't matter because in the reference the background is also covered. So I'm just gonna go enter that. Anyways, that's great. We have a line. I'm gonna have to turn off subject for a while so I can see the lines here and have them properly meet each other and properly close the gaps here. So that's nice. I'm gonna add a line connecting these edges here. Enter, or corners. And same goes here. I don't even have to follow the reference that well. So I'm not gonna be using any of the colors of the reference. I'm gonna add this curve tool right here, double curve thingy. And then just do something like this. Same goes here. Let's go for a curve tool here. Go something like this. Enter that. Same goes here. Enter. I'm gonna grab a line. Just have these two meet right here. And do that and probably bring it back a bit. Guess we ended up moving this, that one, and now we have like the background stuff. I'm just gonna add fill to this and we'll see what we can do after that. So window sill fill. Well, that rhymes. I'm not even sure if that's how you spell sill in windowsill, but oh well. Anyways, I'm gonna go add a new layer. Call this windowsill. I'm a dum-dum. Yeah, I can probably Google it. It's probably right. I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna grab a color here. We'll change this to draw mode. Bring out our tools here. Change to fill. I'm gonna turn off the window line for a while and just fill this up right here. And there we go. That's done. We can lock that. Go to windowsill. Window line. Add a new layer. Window fill. And then turn on both. Turn on the window line. And then I can just, I'm gonna add a new layer. Window wood. It's gonna be window wood. Elijah Wood. And just grab a brown color here. Yeah, something like that. I think will work for the window. So just quick fills here. That's fine. I can work with that. And why doesn't it want to fill? Tell you what, I'm gonna do something like this for this fill. And that should do the trick, except there's a bit of a problem here. Guess some imperfections won't hurt for our drawing. And I'm gonna go window glass. Probably gonna use this window glass to mask. I'm gonna go window glass, bluish color. And I'm just going to try doing this with the glass. Might have to change the glass to like the glass on the jar to like a blue color instead of green. So yeah, let me just fix these lines here so that there's no spill. Same goes here. I need to lock the line so we don't accidentally edit it. Do something like that. Like so. Like so. Like so. And before continuing, let's answer the last question that I'll answer. Oh no, I don't wanna. What is happening here? What? Why can't I? Oh, never mind. There. So we answered that. Again, if you have to change, let's delete that one. And let's pick a new question. So let's see what the question is. What inspired you to make TUC? Mikl probably means TUP, because TUC is not mine. TUC is a property with Suzanne Collins and the other publishers, stuff like that. So TUC is not mine. It's a work by someone else. And TUP is probably something I can call mine. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's a project that I started to bring to life some events of the book Gregor the Overlander by Suzanne Collins. And yeah, it's a fan project. And what inspired me to make this is just it's just how awesome the book is. During the time where I started like coming up with the idea, I was reading the book, and I would also during that time the Hunger Games is coming out, and I'm kind of frustrated that they did not make any film adaptations for the Underland Chronicles. That the Hunger Games had one. And since I'm studying to become a filmmaker, I decided, why the heck not do it myself? I'm a filmmaker, something like that. So yeah, that's just kind of how it started. I wanted to try if I can make a 3D animated film by myself, and I used the idea of bringing to life my favorite book to practice. And about maybe many years since I really started the project, I'm almost done actually making a 3D animated short film by myself using only a laptop, using only free software. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to finish that, and hopefully it would bring Doodle Notes Productions into greater heights. Hopefully. But yeah, the Underland Project Episode 1 will be released this year. I will really, really, really do everything I can to release it this year. I cannot prolong the production of it any longer. It has to be done this year. So hopefully when it's done, it's one of the best things you'll see on the internet, considering that it's only it's only one person worked on it. But anyways, yeah, that's the Underland Project. It's a one-man project. And the aim is to make a 3D animated film that is on par to like many industry standard animated films. Because I think that's something that will prove something, not just to myself, but to some of my Filipino brethren who also want to make short films, who are always reasoning out budget. And yeah, that's why I'm working on the film using only free software, so that the budget part is gonna be cut off a little bit, because some of the like commercial industry standard software are very expensive, and really we're really thankful that Blender exists and other free program, because I'm able to do something like this. Just these free programs. So I need to pick the subject layer. I need to edit some of the fills of the hands here because it's overlapping some of our lines right here. We don't want that. I'm just gonna move this back, this one as well, and then I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to Gregor hand fill BG. I'm gonna go to oops, what happened? I don't want a vertex. I don't want a vertex draw. Yeah, Gregor's skin. Oops, not that. I'm just gonna do. Oh, I'm just gonna do something like this. Just so our lines look neat. Looks like we have a gap there. And I think I'll do something like this to close that. We have to close some of the parts here as well. I need to do that on the Gregor FG hand. And there we go. That's it for the fill. That's it for this part of this stream. It's been 50 minutes. And yeah, in the next part, we're going to be doing some shading. Probably the last part of this series. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we're done with the filling stuff. The next thing, we'll be doing some shading. Yeah, we're going to add some shadows and stuff. Darkening some parts here so that there's some depth to it. And all that jazz. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do on the next part. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you on the next part. And yeah, before ending, I just want to thank some of the peeps who followed Doodle Notes Productions and gave me some support. Also, thank you to you who watched the stream this far. If you're watching the stream live, thank you. Or you watch this not live but reach this far, thank you so much. And I also want to thank my KoFi Golden Doodle Fuel givers to Handsomeness, Jubin, yaejinssi, and Erick Madrigal. Thank you so much. Also thanks to Elizabeth Munie, Magnolia Weathershield, and Mbuddy. If you're still there, get ready for this. I also want to thank Tristan Wintle. These are the guys who's given me a lot of Golden Doodle Fuels. Tristan Wintle, Mbuddy, one of the active supporters, and also an awesome person, Mbuddy, right here, who needs to go to sleep early. And yeah, GulliermoGage, thank you so much to these guys. They've supported me through my KoFi page, ko-fi.com/doodlenotes-productions. If you want to, consider, if you want to help me in my endeavor, you can help me through ko-fi.com/doodlenotes-productions. Just visit the site and you'll see some information there that might urge you to help a bit. Anyways, yeah. Also, you can join the Discord server, World to Awesomeness. The link will be in the description below. Follow Doodle Notes Productions everywhere on the internet where you can find it. Just search for Doodle Notes Productions. You should be able to see my stuff right away. And yeah, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. My name is MJ Vilches, and yeah, I need to continue the Underland Project episode 1. So, bye.